Here's what I will tell you. To the people who talk about the rich get rich and the poor get poor, and they complain about it, you have to realize every one of these things that you're seeing happen that's destroying middle America, folks. The concept of, well, you see, what about the middle American income? What, they can't afford a car like this. Well, let's talk about what's causing this. What is causing this to destroy middle America that they can't afford something like this? Because the guys in the middle that are working their tails off for $22 an hour, $28 an hour, trying to do what they can for their kids, their families, they're sitting there saying, I cannot get a new car. I can't get a new car. I have to go finance the used one, and it's backfiring on me. Bad policies have consequences. Many policies seem noble. Today I'm reading a book. It's called Toxic Charity. I don't know if you've read this book, Toxic Charity, and I'm going through it. And he starts off the book, Tom, by saying the following. He says, I have to read this to you. He says, man, I got to find this to tell you. There it is. Okay. He says, over $1 trillion of charity was given to Africa. Do you know what percentage of the money that was given to Africa was actually used and went to the people? 15%. 85% of the $1 trillion that was given to Africa to help. Everybody was like, we're going to help Africa. We are the world. We are the children. Everyone was like, this, what a great cause. Let's keep raising money. Dude, only $150 billion out of the $1 trillion went to the people. What happened to the $85 trillion? And then he continues, talks about never do for the poor what they're capable of doing for themselves. This is a guy that's been doing charity for 40 years, and he says, I'm here to tell you more churches and charities are destroying communities coming from a good place, but they're hurting them. So I'm listening to this recording. It has nothing to do with politics. All he's doing is calling out churches, and he's calling out charities. And I said, I'm like, well, what is this guy's point? Look at the subtitle right there, Tom. How the church hurts those they help and how to reverse it. This is a guy that's a Christian guy that's been raising money for 40 years, and he's saying this. The more you read the book, the premise is you think you're helping people by giving them money. You're actually not. You're hurting these people. So when these guys were talking about, let's send money to people, let's do another $1 trillion. Let's do another $1 trillion. Let's do two. Let's take care of these people. Let's do what's Andrew Yang's plan about $1,000 every month being given to people. What did he call that?
UBI, Universal Basic Income.
Let's send people money. We can afford it. We can afford it. We can afford it. Well, guess
they
what?
need a living wage. Wait, who determines what the living wage is? And the government starts turning the dial on what a living... You know what? A living wage should be a Ford pickup. So I'm going to turn the dial up. Oh, is it election year? We're giving everybody a truck now?
They send them the money, and then all of a sudden, you know what they did with all this money they sent to help the poor? You know what they really helped? The rich. Because what they don't realize, poor people's problems is their habits. Listen, when I was broke, and if it was $50 in my bank account, all I knew what to do with the $50 was what? To spend it. If I had $500, guys, let's go out. It's on me. If I had $400, I had such a poor, broke mentality with money. Until that changed, nothing was going to change. So rather than trying to help these folks with the money you send to them that they don't know what to do with it, first thing we got to do is teach them about how money works. But nobody wants to teach people how money works. It's all the other stuff that people want to talk about.